We are ready to get into our second game here of the day to figure out who's going to be racking up the points. Will CPT get themselves even more points? We're about to find out as we get into Erangel. PB7, take it away.
And let us know, you currently watching at home, who do you think is going to go ahead and win this game? I don't know. I might have my money on CPT, and I'm just, I kind of want to see a very close finish there towards the end, PB.
You crazy, man. RRQ Athena's not scared. You heard it in their intro videos. These guys have absolutely nothing to fear at this point in time. They did not finish that poorly. All they had to do is keep pace with CPT. At this point, finish somewhere in the realm of CPT's finishes. And as long as they're not going completely getting skunked on the kills, they should still be okay. But again, the margin has shrunk considerably. At the beginning of the day, it looked as though it was an untouchable lead for RRQ Athena. Now that is not the case, although they still have a commanding lead in first place.
Thank you, BB. As we see that sweet round 10 Samsung Galaxy Note 9, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you go ahead and keep an eye out as we start seeing this playing path. And once again, very generous playing path, straight down the middle for everybody.
Almost every single game so far, save one, has had the playing path going directly over Pachinki. RRQ has been blessed with that, as well as teams like CPT who like to go to military base. As you pointed out last game, CPT rotated super early. The first time we brought up the map, saw the very first circle, CPT had already looted up military base, had crossed the bridge, and had passed several squads, taking up a position in a central compound in the center of the zone.
And something to go ahead and point out is that LHW and CPT go pretty much to the same area, right? They go to the same South Island. We know LHW is going to go ahead and go Noble. CPT is going to go ahead and go military. Now, LHW needs to make sure that CPT doesn't keep getting these wins. If not, second place is not going to be anywhere near them, and they're going to go ahead and end up in third place, and they might have to start worrying about GTW. And they're an interesting spot here as RRQ Athena is landing in Pochinki, but there is another squad playing Devil's Advocate. They're saying,
Finally.
hey, yeah.
Finally, we're seeing them mix it up a little bit. These guys have decided, you know what, we're ditching our Watertown drop location, and we are going to have some fun at this point. Let's mix it up. Let's go after the top dogs. I got to tip my hat to Team BRK here. A little nod of respect for them for mixing it up and trying something new.
I definitely love that. I'm pretty sure they want to go ahead and make a name out of themselves, especially after that round. And look at this, RRQ Athena with now 4,600 points, and CPT slowly but surely starting to crawl up there with 3,885 points.
Noticeable gap here between third and fourth. Now almost 400 points between LHW and GTW, which just last game, they were almost right next to each other in points. And you've seen Wildcard now creep into the top 10 as we look at them and BTR here fighting it out in Primorsk.
And Gainstars being able to go ahead and get some good finishes there on that last round, securing that 7th spot. They're more than likely wanting to go ahead and push the action too. And BRK is an interesting team, right? They're actually one of the teams that I'm a little bit disappointed on, as we saw them get absolutely demolished there earlier by EVOS, as one of the players from EVOS Ernie gets knocked down there.
So we actually have 3 squads looting up Primorsk right now. We got EVOS, we got Wildcard, we got BTR. All of these guys, very solid squads. They are in trouble as well. Ernie already knocked, and there's nobody nearby. EVOS known for looting up pretty much separately. And Ernie's going to take a bow out as the first person eliminated. Ernie is also one of the best strategic minds in the game. And look at that. Luxy with the hurl from all the way downtown. And he knocks JZ as well. EVO's in trouble here in Primorsk early.
JC a little bit there, too close to the action. And now we got EVOS X waiting patiently, trying to figure out what is BRK going to go ahead and do. Are they going to go ahead and start pushing the action even more? We saw them throw that grenade as soon as that player went down. And look at this, EVOS JC. There's no way he's gonna go ahead and pick up, but them leaving him alive is gonna be able to EVOS JC is gonna go ahead and be able to give some intel to his other players, saying, hey, they're currently in first floor, they're currently in second floor, they're actually maybe in front of me. So it's something you want to go ahead and look out for. Usually BRK actually finished them early, but right now they're just waiting patiently.
I don't know that they know where he is right now. They ran through the building. We got KWCD as well taking on Torty, and Appa is down. Appa away from his squad right now. I'm not sure what's going on. It looks like Bro RC across the street. But again, Appa in trouble right now. It looks like he will be eliminated. June also knocked. They traded knocks. And it looks like just this coming in to get the finish there on Torty. And again, our second and third players off the board. JZ also goes down to Zuxi with a shotgun over in Primorsk.
It was actually BTR, my apologies there, as we see KWCD now starting to clear some people out of their area. And BTR saying, hey, We're taking out some people from Evos. How about we go ahead and start looking towards Wildcards? Wildcard is starting to rotate around. We saw Hot Jukes there getting shot earlier by BTR. Something he wants to go ahead and keep in mind because you don't want to go out this early, especially after such a great game in that last one by Wildcard.
Definitely Wildcard sharing the city right now with, it looks like, BTR. And they are content to go around the outskirts, loot up as much as they can. They have the vehicle, and they are going to rotate out, it looks like, trying to avoid a fight early. Again, Wildcard currently moving into the top 10 after their second-place performance last game. They are one of 2 North American teams to finish in the top 4 last time, Gangstars being the other. Really nice performances from them. Good to see them show up in third-person perspective here today in Game 1.
As well as we see the map there, brought to you by Samsung Galaxy Note 9. An interesting thing, actually, by CPT is none of them went, actually not the full team went military. Some of them actually decided to go ahead and rotate around. And Wildcard here, outsider 9K, being able to get some shots from the vehicle moving. They're going to go ahead and add 1 more kill to their tally. And now Evil's Bull Shark once
Let's
again,
see if he can do it again.
all by himself. Is he going to be able to do what he did in the last round, which was squad wipe people left and right as it happened to BRK?
That's right.
Or is he going to
just like last game when Bull Shark was hiding in the forest, he's doing it again this game. Wonder if he'll be able to go 1v4 once again. That's probably not on his agenda of things he wants to do today. I'm sure he would prefer to have his teammates rather than trying to go 1v4.
They definitely will, and we're having a stand-up right now in Pubg as BRK is looking around for RRQ Athena, but they're not being able to spot him now. BRK will love to have this engagement, will love to be able to go ahead and take out RRQ, get some confidence, and pretty much be able to show, hey, maybe we know we didn't do that good in the whole tournament overall, but we can actually go ahead and take out the top team for right now.
Could be a little bit interesting. I like the crossbow in the back of one of the players here in Pachinki laying down second story, just waiting for an opportunity to embarrass somebody. Really nicely done. We did see that in North America. Shout out to Cleric Dragoon getting that Pachinki crossbow kill as well. Maybe we'll see a repeat of that here in the global final.
I do remember that by Cleric Dragoon there with Winsanity. I believe it was in LA finals, in RRQ G9 just waiting. He sees that the player is nearby. More than likely, he's actually not switching around, which is interesting. He wants to be able to get an angle up at the stairs. He sees one. Is he going to be able to go ahead and finish him there? Caveira is starting to back up, gives his back to him. He wasn't able to go ahead and get all the shots that he wanted, but he needs to be careful because RRQ G9 does have an AKM waiting patiently, and Caveira deciding not to heal up, deciding to see if RRQ is going to push as Baraka now goes down for BRK.
There he comes. He hears the bandage. He goes to push, and that Uzi is going to be trouble.
Is he going to be able to go ahead and get this clutch right here? RRQ with the...
Tries to get out the window, and he can't do it! Caveira's going to get the finish on him! Nice job to BRK!
Huge plays here, ladies and gentlemen. Keep in mind, RRQ Athena is currently in first place. If for some reason BRK is able to go and clear them out, it is going to be interesting. See...
Zod goes down. That is huge from D2E. Right now, RRQ is living a little bit of a nightmare, getting pressure early in their preferred drop location, and they are a man down already. This is not what they were hoping for. Oh, Fusi unable to get inside the door. He's going to get knocked from behind. Caveira, though, going to try to come to his rescue. D2E on the rooftops right now, bearing down, trying to get the finish. Clips Baraka on the ankles. Baraka able to get to safety for short. Isong pushing across the street. Baraka and crew are in trouble, but again, how much damage can they inflict before they go out is the question.
And RRQ2E pretty much imaging their Diablo, and he gets shot. That is it for BRK. So it seems like it didn't plan out right, but they were able at least to give some hurt RRQ in a way because they took one of their players, and now RRQ is going to be in a huge disadvantage with just 3 players for the rest of the match. Luckily for them, they were able to go ahead and add 4 kills.
That's right. G9 has been one of the top shots of the tournament so far. Remember his Mini 14 action yesterday. He was unbelievable with the weapon, and he has gone out for his team. So they are rocking only 3 people right now for the remainder of the game. They did end up coming out of that Pachinki engagement victorious, but that is not how they wanted to start this game 10, where they are trying to hold on to that top spot, and it looks like some of the other teams are not going to let them.
It is, and I'm actually wondering what kind of play style here Arab Madness is going to go with, because they did start the day on place 17th, and they're playing very cautious. So are they going to go ahead and just stick to that gameplay, or do they want to go ahead and push the action a little bit more? They want to get a little bit more aggressive, get the kills, or what are they trying to do here? As we do see Full Sand passing by them earlier, and CPT Early rotations from military base, getting all the cars, all the vehicles, but they've got to watch out because Cloud9 is up on that hill, and they might start getting some shots rained down on them.
Cloud9 approaching while they're split up. CPT has been divided 2-2. Looks like they are starting to group up right now, aware that they are being looked at. Han and 762 joining up with their teammates, but impressive rotation right now from CPT. Again, they looted up Military Island, but look at how far north they are. They're actually one of the northernmost teams right now, and they already looted down south.
Yep, they definitely have early rotations, as we're talking about it earlier, as we see Gainstars Fyra in the backseat saying, hey, Angry, make sure I don't get shot. Start juking around a little bit. 6-act for me. Gainstars making sure they're trying to get some good rotations here. And Hero, one of the consistent teams there from day one. More than likely, they want to go ahead and continue getting consistency here. We haven't been able to see that today. Trying to figure out what they do here with the cars. Who's going to go first? There you go. They finally decide who's going to go ahead and go first. Gentlemen's agreement pretty much there.
Doc, you troll. When you watch this back, I just want you to know that you're a troll. Knocking your teammate out of the garage twice there while you're trying to get into there. That was pretty funny stuff. Now, the Hero's going to take position here in this compound. Good stuff. Really good compound to take. This is a very, very nice position to fight from. Lots of good sight lines in all areas here. So Hero, again, not performing as they would like at the European champions, but they also have had some really good performances as well. They've just been a little bit inconsistent this tournament.
They definitely have. In day one, round actually number 2, they were able to secure their a 4 spot, and then in round 8, they were able to go ahead and secure a 2nd spot. So they definitely got what it takes, right, to get in the top 4. But can they do it again? As we see Team Terror from India, we saw them starting to be a little bit more aggressive. Can they go ahead and continue that aggressiveness? Or maybe when they shoot somebody down, they're still going to be passive. I want to go ahead and see them push a little bit more. Tell the other teams, namaste, we're coming for you. Watch out, because we definitely want to go ahead and make a name for ourselves.
I really like how Team CPT is holding this compound here. Lots of good angles being worked, lots of different locations in the buildings. If anybody was to come through here, they'd have a really good line of sight on pretty much any angle. So I like the way they're playing this. Evo's Bull Shark off on his own right now. He's chilling, man. I wonder if he's taking a little bathroom break.
He might be waiting. You know, he might be waiting for a squad to come nearby. That way he can go ahead and just clear him out as he did with BRK earlier. And look at this zone here. Great zone for RRQ, as they are literally smack down the middle in Pachinki after they were able to go ahead and clear out BRK. And this, the grow set that I know you love, PB, and also a ghillie suit in case for some reason the final circle is out in the open.
That's right. You can see Cloud9 has wonderful position yet again this game. We'll see if they actually do something with it this time around. They still have not yet cracked the top 10 in any game so far this tournament. Really looking at them to try to do a little bit stronger performance moving forward in this tournament.
And we see Galaxy just waiting patiently. They're seeing the Japanese team pass by. He has to watch out. You don't want to go ahead and run over your teammate. Trust me, it has happened to me a couple times, and it's not fun whatsoever. They do have a level 3 backpack and a bunch of loot. Now, interesting stuff that I actually been seeing by the Chinese teams, as I mentioned earlier in the day, is they do run that strategy where they carry a lot of grenades, and then instead of doing a smoke wall, they had to go ahead and do an explosive wall. Telling teams, hey, you do not want to get close to us, because if you do, guess what? There's going to be grenades just raining down on you, and more than likely, you can't get knocked down from them.
I'm impressed with a lot of the Chinese teams and the Thai teams, the fact that they have so many frag grenades on each player, yet they still have all of that ammunition to be able to spray down the vehicles that drive by. Really, really efficient at looting and keeping a really nice loadout that can put a lot of offensive pressure on people as they push their positions. Now BTR heading through the fields here up the Pachinki Hills, through Cloud9 and also through CPT. Some off-roading here in a sedan, not always recommended. Some bullets pinging off the back there, Rolex firing shots over into Natick, and they will escape safely for now, grab some cover on the ridge, and focus their attention towards Cloud9.
Cloud9 led by Rolex, more than likely trying to make a name here, as they haven't had the bench showing yet. And CPT still controlling that area that they actually controlled in the previous game. It worked for them. Luckily, they are also inside the zone. But are they going to go ahead and try to challenge maybe RRQ in Pochinki? As we're seeing BTR deciding to go ahead and jump out of the cars, and they might actually try to engage here against Cloud9, as Cloud9 is taking out some of the tires of their vehicles.
Yeah, they're in a little bit of a difficult spot right now. They are getting shot from 2 angles right now, trying to protect their cars. And I don't know if they're going to get flushed out of that position or just continue to move down the hill. And we take a look now at LH Doyu, and they are looking off in the distance at an Illuminate squad bearing down upon them.
And LHW had actually was very hurt there in the last round, but nonetheless, they were still able to secure a high place on that game number 9.
I like how they set the gas can out behind the car here.
Just in case. They don't want to go ahead and keep all that stuff in their backpack, which is actually a very, very smart play. Super awareness there by them, as they do like to go ahead and carry a lot of smokes and also a lot of grenades.
Well,
look at this. GT, he's going to go ahead and start shooting. GT, though, you gets that knocks as Exclusive gets a little bit too comfortable, and more than likely, he's going to go ahead and try to get this finish. Is he going to go ahead and be able to do it? As now, Pubg is hurt by 1, and look at the shots here by him. He barely misses Katarina, as she's 5 HP from getting knocked
with
down.
the long-range shots there, full auto with the M4. That was impressive stuff. Exclusive, she's dead. There's no getting her, and Chushu is going to make sure of that. Katarina Suki, very low health in that compound, and she is being descended upon right now by GT Doyu. Ollie Pocket looking out the window, trying to protect the squad a little bit, as you see Exclusive bow out of the competition at this point. Unfortunate loss there, but can't be caught out in the open like that by a squad like GT Doyu.
An interesting place there also by GT Doyu. Akan, as you mentioned, he did start rotating around. He's going to be able to get different angles on him. And look at this. Ollie Pocket is going to go ahead and start getting rushed. GT6 gun is going to get the shots right there, ladies and gentlemen. He more than likely is going to head upstairs. He has to watch out because Pubg is known for waiting around, but it doesn't matter. GT6 got just so much better, and look at that. GT Doyu, easy claps, baby, as they're able to go in and clear that compound, and Pubg gets eliminated.
Good try to full send there. Unfortunately, just getting caught, kind of spread apart and out of position there. GT takes full advantage, moves in, presses their advantage again in typical aggressive fashion. And they are trying to make a rebound statement after last game going out in 18th spot. Well, they've at least secured 18th spot here moving forward.
It's definitely working for them, getting the kills as well, as they still have their full squad. And GT6 got with those great kills there. He was more than likely able to hear that player downstairs, took her out, went upstairs, took out the other player as well. As we see GG here switching cars, they might like that UAC. Actually, we got a chance to see one of the UACs, and oh my goodness, it is actually really cool. Great stuff there by him as well. GG decides to go ahead and shoot out the tires. They're saying, hey, we're not going to go ahead and use this car. That means nobody else is going to go ahead and use this car.
And I liked how they shot the correct tires out as well in a front-wheel drive vehicle. They got the front tires. Sometimes you see people shoot the back ones out, and you can still drag that thing along.
You're pretty much just going to be skidding around or just not going anywhere. And that's something that we saw on day 1. A lot of the Chinese teams making sure that they had a couple players shooting the tires of the vehicles and then other players shooting at the actual people inside. And we saw a lot of people just spinning around. And look at this. RRQ Athena very close there to Hero as they're starting to push the action. RRQ Athena knows that they want to go ahead and... They get blessed by this circle here. But they have to be careful because they are in the bombing area.
The Pubg gods are on RRQ's side here. Again, they have not moved a single muscle from the beginning of this game. The zone keeps coming to them. So they are not going to have to move once again. They can continue to defend and try to hold their fortified position. Again, they are a man down, and there are a lot of angles that you can come in from in Pachinki. So it's not going to be an easy thing to do. But at the same time, they are blessed that they do not have to try to attack a compound, rather that somebody else is holding.
Yeah, Kalaris earlier said that we want to go ahead and get a final circle in military. Well, guess what? They have blessed RRQ, and we're going to get more than likely a final circle here in Pochinki. As we see GT Doyu now starting to push the action a little bit more. They see Wildcard nearby. Wildcard is going to go ahead and try to get behind those buildings. They do not want to get spotted. They know this team's got what it takes to go ahead and shoot them out. Even at that distance, Wildcard just pretty much getting by barely.
Got a little bit of luck there on their side. Wildcard able to sneak away. That's something that not a lot of teams have been able to do from GT Doyu. Anybody that has been seen by GT Doyu has been pretty much destroyed. This is a notable exception. We've got Torian from Big Russian Bot pushing in against GT Doyu from across the street. Grenades holding them back here, just falling a little bit short from connecting. But it's going to distract them long enough for them to potentially grab the car and get out of there.
And once again, if they let those grenades rain, it is not going to be just 1, not 2, not 3, 4 at least minimum. As we see GT Akan now starting to rotate around. He knows that if he gets an angle here on them, he's going to be able to destroy him. He hides behind that tire, and here comes the shot. The AKM with the 3-time. He's trying to knock off Tony. He does just that. Now there's one player left behind the vehicle, and the GT squad, GTW, is going to start getting the angles. Braxy just gets caught laying down, and that is it for that Tortilla squad. Luckily for them, some of their players are still going to be alive, as one of them is in a vehicle, more than likely running away.
Impressive stuff right there. That's just flat out getting outplayed. GTW grabbing the cars, knowing where their enemy's at, and they did not get out of there soon enough. They probably should have grabbed the bike a little bit sooner, grabbed that flanking position looking down the trench rather than at the hump that covered it, and they were able to get some shots down the channel to flush them out.
GTW started the day in 3rd spot. They more than likely want to go ahead and keep that and stay a
shots.
little bit close there to CPT. And as you mentioned, Carnage goes down to a sniper rifle, and we saw them trying to engage earlier. And look at this, GG is gonna go ahead and pass straight by a compound here where GameStars is at. Is GameStars gonna go ahead and engage? They decide, you know what, let's go ahead and just give a warning shots. Are they gonna be able to go ahead and knock somebody down? They're barely prepared.
Yeah, they got him. Nice shots there from Pyra, getting with a scar. Zala in trouble in the middle of the road. It looks like they will be able to pick him up. Kuwait in trouble, trying to get some meds off here.
He's able to go ahead and finish off that player.
Finish.
Angry's gonna go ahead and try to get his shots here on the running player. Kuwait barely gets by. Angry misses some shots there. If he was able to go ahead and connect those, he would have been able to get an easy kill, as the other player would have been fully exposed.
Really nice job from GameStars there, taking advantage of that opportunity. Anytime the Asian teams have had cars drive by their compounds, they have punished them. And right there, you're seeing the North American teams do exactly that. GameStars taking down, looks like GG Gamers as they drove by. Really tough break for them, but now GG Gamers getting finished off, it looks like, by Korea Winter Chicken Dinner, and GameStars looks on.
As mentioned there, Everett Fury making sure he shoots the tire out of that vehicle. He doesn't want KWC going anywhere, but they do have to be careful because the Galaxy team is coming up behind them, and Kuwait is still somewhere over there. Smart plays here by KWC. They decide to go ahead and throw some grenades. That way they can go ahead and move back and forth between those two buildings.
That's right. You're seeing them loot up here. A bunch of DPs in play right now. You've got Arab Madness here from Saudi Arabia holding the yellow compound here out in the field. Wow, we got some shots. GTW again going to town, coming around the corner. Al-Alanzi is there. And Akan, oh wow, risky play, but he just drives right up unopposed, gets out, and gets the kill.
And it's only just one player left here from Arab Madness. Here comes the shots, ladies and gentlemen. GT Ed doesn't realize where he's at.
This is a matter of time. He's going to go check that. It'll be just a second here.
Here we go. Here comes the action. He jumps. He sees them. He's going to go ahead and open up the door more than likely. GT Ed wants this kill. Is he going to go ahead and get him? Easy claps right there as GT Ed jumps. Huge awareness. Get that kill. And now I believe they have 8 kills. GTW coming out hot.
They've got 10 kills to their name right now. GTW needed a big performance. And guess what, guys? 17 teams still on the board and already 10 kills up on the board in favor of GTW. Coming out with a big performance so far. Wildcard now headed into Pachinki, trying to get a spot in the circle. So far, they've been on the outskirts, looting up first and Primorse, heading up the coast, taking some of those western towns. And look at this, immediately popped from GameStars. Jukes goes down, immediately gets his car stuck on the trench. Not the best spot to stop there, but unfortunately he is instantly punished by GameStars, who already had position.
Bad locks there by Hot Jukes as his whole team decides, you know what, let's go ahead and actually go church instead. That way we know GameStars is there. Let's back up a little bit. In LHW LCD, the player with the most kills, 36 kills in this tournament, and very close by, well, at least about almost 10 kills. LHW Ace with 27 kills. That is just unheard of, ladies and gentlemen, as we're seeing the Galaxy team. Are they gonna go ahead and meet the same fate that Hot Jukes met there? They're passing by Wildcard. They're also gonna go ahead and pass here by RRQ. RRQ wants those kills, and we're seeing another team now starting to pull up with LHW very close by.
Looks like Wildcard coming in. I'm not sure if that was a miscommunication or what, having their in-game leader off on a different subject there. Galaxy, though, pushing in. RRQ holding the city from the very start of the game, and they are not ready to give it up just yet. Song getting the 2 kills there. Doodoo goes down, and unfortunately, Galaxy down a couple of members.
RRQ Senior, we've seen him do some great plays, and look at this. Look at the spread that RRQ currently has. They want to go ahead and get every single angle cover, at least from this side of the road of Pachinki. That's smart plays by him. That way, in case for some reason one of those cars does pull up, they're going to be able to go ahead and get different angles. And here we go. RRQ wants more kills. They can spell it. They're going to go ahead and go inside this house. They clean it up, ladies and gentlemen. They're getting one kill. Another player gets knocked down, and that is it for Galaxy, as now RRQ is just racking up kills slowly but surely, and LHW is very close by as well.
C9 Kodo getting knocked with the headshot there. GG Doyu, it looks like, may have wiped Team Japan off the board. Two squads went down. Couldn't tell who the other was from the kill feed. Kodo getting picked back up here by Rolex. Cloud9 in trouble. They've had good position this whole time, but they've been getting knocked kind of over and over right now, getting pressure from a bunch of other teams.
They are able to go ahead and pick up Kodo there as he's just trying to go ahead and throw some grenades. They have to watch out though. KWCD starting to sneak around. They might get an angle here on Rolex and Kodo, as they do get an angle, but luckily Rolex is able to go ahead and clutch that kill right there. KWCD is going to go ahead and continue to push as one of the players from KWCD.
Oh no, grenade right on top of him.
Kodo actually almost about to go ahead and finish. Rolex just going for it. He doesn't want his teammate to go down. He's going to go ahead and risky play here by him,
revive,
as nobody from KWC is pushing at the moment. So that is going to go ahead and work out for them. And look at this. We got LHW against GTW. Something I just love seeing. These teams are great, and I want to go ahead and continue to see that action from them.
Really interesting action all the way around. Terror Squad getting knocked there by Torty. C9 Sam getting another shot off on KWCD. KWCD loses June as well with a headshot. Korea in trouble, and it looks like they've got Long there still hanging by a thread.
And look at this. KWCD.
Oh my God, they're like holding hands.
They are right next to each other. Dude, there you go. There goes the finish. And what you got to watch out. CBT is coming up from the bottom, and there is still one more player from KWCD. Cloud9 might go ahead and get sandwiched here. If CBT is able to go ahead and push this at the right time, they might go ahead and be able to just third party and get easy kills along the way.
Epic grenade right there from Justice, connecting with Carnage in a big way. Carnage down to about a quarter health. CPT off on the sidelines, watching the kill feed, making sure they take advantage of anything they see that looks like they could take a big time advantage on a third party engagement there.
And the zone has moved. As we see RRQ now starting to move by. They know that they need to go ahead and push the zone. They're doing just that. And look at this. Everett Fury realizes that one of the RRQ players is turned around. He didn't realize though that he wasn't actually behind that wall. He has to be careful. The player was behind the car. And LHW now spotting Illuminate. They're going to go ahead and start pushing the action, or at least just regroup those cars to something that they're more comfortable with.
Got a lot of action going on right now. Still 14 teams left alive in a small circle. Everybody's starting to move their way in.
Byron with the low toss there. He might be able to go ahead and get one of the players here from GTW. He does just stop. Byron with the smart plays. He gets one player from GTW. Gainstars is just getting surrounded right now by teams, but they're able to go ahead and hold them back. And smart plays there by him as they go ahead and throw another Molotov. It doesn't hit, but GTW Ed is now starting to throw the smokes so he can go ahead and give his team some cover and himself some cover as well.
Last ditch effort. He's going to try to get his teammate picked up. He does have a grenade land on him, does weaken him a little bit. Chioshia gets around, he moves through the smoke behind the shack, and it looks like Ed's gonna try to pick him up. Gangstar's Everfury on the flank there, beautifully done. Everfury's got great angles right now, pushing the action. Oh, this is looking really good right now.
Everfury needs to be careful because the players are going to go ahead and be laying down as we have seen them before. He's going to go ahead and pass by one. Everfury finishes off. GTW goes out in 11th place. Huge kills there by Gainstars, as now we go to Cloud9. Cloud9 in an interesting fight here against Illuminate. Sam trying to get these shots with the Scar L. He misses some. Illuminate in a horrible spot here as they're getting shot by Cloud9. And on top of that, they have to go ahead and worry about LHW Ace, and they're actually pushing the action. Illuminate goes down. Now Sam trying to go ahead and get the kills here on LHW. Sam starting to get third party. Ladies and gentlemen, the action here is insane.
Very close. Sam has made it out of harm's way for the time being. Rolex laying down to fire on Hero. Hero goes out. It looks like LHW getting knocked by Kodo. Kodo knocking LCD and finishing. Sam getting knocked by D2E from RRQ. Squads upon squads upon squads, and it looks like Cloud9 has cracked the top 10. They are sitting in 7th right now. Look at this, LHW, Zen, still hanging tough in the middle of nowhere behind a rock. CPT this entire time has been just lurking, hanging out, watching all of this happen as they climb the leaderboard, catching those in front of them.
They are definitely climbing the leaderboard, and I think they're just waiting to get the kills towards the end. As we see the Hero Squad, they're getting knocked. Now, CPT knows that there's somebody in those smokes. They're going to go ahead and start raining down those Molotovs. They don't realize that they're behind the rock, though. And BTR starting to clean up some people here from Gangstars. Ever Fury goes down. Angry is barely hanging on, and Ever Fury more than likely is going to go ahead and get finished here, ladies and gentlemen.
You see Zute off to his left there, edge of the zone. It looks like Gangstars is going to get finished. Angry goes down. Isong is going to get the finish there. Gangstars goes out in 7th place. Hero is out as well, it looks like here. And we are going to turn our attention to RRQ, still alive in this one. Still with 2 players left. We are looking at a top 6 finish for them. Trying desperately to catch up to them is CPT with all 4 members remaining. And look at that. The M24, my man, Luxy taking him down. Beautiful shot right there, and RRQ in trouble.
RRQ in trouble, but they have been able to get the kills. They currently have 12 kills to their name. CPT needs to start pushing on the action. They need the points. RRQ is getting the points on kills. Now we have to be careful. Look at this. Great plays here by RRQ. Picking up his teammate, making sure they regroup, making sure they start repositioning themselves here as the circle is just closing in. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 6 teams left. 14 alive. Who's gonna go ahead and win this? It can go for anybody as CPT hand is currently inside a Molotov. He needs to go ahead and start healing up. He's gonna go down to the Molotov by BTR. CPT now starting to get pushed by BTR. CPT holding back BTR as well. Great action right here, back and forth between these 2 teams.
CPT's position is absolutely incredible right now. They have all kinds of space between them. They've got a nice little front being put together, making it very difficult to push them from any one angle and get the finish. They're also able to cover their knock very, very well. Rolex and Carnage pinned down right now, going up against head-to-head RRQ, Isong, D2E, Rolex versus Carnage. This is looking really, really bad for both of them as they try to fight the zone as well. Carnage makes it in, goes prone with the AKM, overlooking CPT as well. RRQ making their way down in the grass. Rolex goes down to the play zone. Not good. Carnage is all by himself at this point. D2E knows what's going on, jumps to the bush. Song goes down to the nade. CPT still putting out the pressure.
CPT being able to go ahead and finish there. RRQ, can CPT go ahead and get the win? Great plays there by him as they go ahead and take out the #1 contender with RRQ. And look at here, BTR now winning. They still have their full squad. They need to go ahead and pick up that player that is currently down. CPT trying to take advantage of this. As we mentioned, they are using full advantage of the ledge and their cars. But you gotta watch out when you lay down like this and you don't have the height advantage. You might just get knocked. And huge.
Korea's winner chicken dinner. Just check out Luxy and Zuxy. Got the finish on both of them. He is a solo player for Korea winner chicken dinner, and he is doing work. He takes out Kings as well. Holy cow, he is doing work on the backside there. Nobody expected this from him.
KWCD pretty much being able to go ahead and help CPT now starting to get the kills when it mattered. Now we're going to go ahead and start cleaning up people. KWCD helping their CPT now. Ladies and gentlemen, can CPT get this win back to